I'm attempting to watch 1,000 games of football before the end of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I'm going to be ranking every single one to find out which game is the greatest of the season. Today, admittedly, this is probably my first time ever watching a game in the Swedish Allsvenskan as AIK take on Djurgarden. Probably butchered both of those names and the name of the Swedish league, so apologies in advance if any Swedish league fans are watching this video. Now, before we get into the analysis of this game, I was actually recommended this one by a YouTube comment. Thank you, Axelinho Official, for giving me the suggestion for this game. If you guys have any games that you would like me to check out, make sure you leave a comment below on either YouTube or TikTok, wherever you're watching this video, and I will try and do my best to get around to watching this game. Nonetheless, let's get into probably what is one of the most batshit insane atmospheres I've ever seen in a game of football. Now, in terms of a football game, there wasn't really too much to offer in terms of goals or in terms of, big moments and stuff like that. But this game had something incredibly special. And I've heard about Swedish crowds before, but I've never really witnessed one in a game or in person or anything of the sorts. But oh my lord, the fans for this game were just absolutely nuts. Both from AIK and Djurgarden, it was just absolutely crazy the entire game. It was so incredibly loud. The chanting, the tifos, the flares, everything was just pumping the entire game, and it was absolutely nuts. AIK were the favorites going into this game, given that they're higher up in the league and also were playing at home, and would actually have majority of the chances. Djurgarden would actually not do too badly, with Christopher Nordveld in goal for AIK having to make 6 saves. He had a brief spell at Swansea for a few years as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this game was just quite back and forth and just really, really high octane. There was also a crazy moment where the game actually got delayed at halftime because both sets of fans were ripping flares and I think throwing them onto the pitch as well. So the game actually ended up getting delayed at halftime for a bit, which is just adds to the craziness of this whole event. Yeah, there was no goals scored in the end. The game finished 0-0. But if there's anything I can use to describe this game, it's intensity. Because look at some of these photos of all the flares and shit being ripped in the crowd. I like to see Australian police give us shit about flares being ripped at an NPL game. Look at this! Look at the crap that's going on in fucking Sweden, man. Anyways, this game was absolutely nuts. As a game of football, wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, but you know what? The crowd just took it up to a new level, man, and honestly, I need to watch more of the Allsvenskan because this is just outrageous. I'm going to rate this game a 7.2.